and I'll concede if we don't agree. If you're saying B, you're saying A. What are you saying?
A. I give it A.
I'm saying S, so we can meet in the middle.
I think The Batman is a better movie.
The Batman is not a better movie.
It is a better movie.
Let me get my thoughts out there, all right?
Go ahead.
I just think the movie's boring for the first half.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
dude.
Like the movie just drags.
Oh my gosh, you're so wrong.
Man. I haven't seen it, so.
You haven't seen Interstellar?
No, I've
Bro, you should not be a part of this too. You've just seen Batman movies. That's all this is.
The only movie I would give him a pass for was Harry Potter for the Goblet of Fire. Okay. Loved him as Cedric Diggory.
Yeah.
Cedric Diggory. And then the scene when he dies and his dad is like, my boy!
Take it easy.
Like everybody's like celebrating and his like son's just dead.
Yeah.
Like, that scene
in
is...
the background.
yeah.
It's like, my boy!
How did we get here?
That's my son! That's my boy! My boy!
Welcome back, everybody. We're the Amiibros. I'm Jay.
I'm Dave.
I'm Oz.
Today we're doing a tier list for the Christopher Nolan movies. So we're gonna just go ahead and jump in. Let's start with the first one, with Insomnia.
Yeah, Insomnia, I think it's not on the same level as really any of his other movies. I think if anything, it's still really good. I'm thinking B tier.
It's a good movie. It's definitely his first movie. So I would agree with you. I think it is B tier, but it's definitely not bad. Like, I like it.
Al Pacino and Robin Williams, they're
How do you
both great.
fail with that?
Forget who's the main girl. Is it Hilary Swank?
I don't
Can't remember. But yeah, I think B tier for that one.
I agree with that, actually. So B tier works. I'll put it up there. But next is Prestige, and I actually really like Prestige. I think that's a great movie. I love... That one has Christian Bale, right, as the main character?
Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman.
Their presence in that movie is incredible. They do a great job together, and I love the twist, so I don't want to spoil it, because I know Dave hasn't seen it. It's a great movie,
Oh, you
though.
haven't seen Prestige either?
No, not yet. 3 movies in, still haven't seen one.
Prestige.
I would give it A.
A, high B. We'll put it in B since Dave hasn't seen it.
Okay.
We'll put Prestige in B.
I think it deserves better than that.
Isn't that the movie that there's like black and white scenes and then there's colored scenes and it's viewed like a
Maybe?
a time thing?
That is it.
I've seen him explain it.
You know what? We could put it in B. That's fine. I'm not going to...
A is fine. We can put it in A.
Okay.
Okay.
Next, we have Batman Begins. Solid movie.
If it were up to me, that's going in S tier.
I disagree with that. I would give it A.
I think Batman Begins is just as good as The Dark Knight.
I think you're wild for that.
I
That
think
is a hot take.
I think it is such a good movie.
I think it's B tier.
Let's hear him out. Why?
So,
Why do you think that?
Why do you think it's an S tier?
Because, okay, just on face value, this Batman movie, it is the best origin story for Batman that we could get and have got since. It's like, I know the Batman didn't do an origin story, Batman v Superman didn't do an origin story, but setting up Batman this way is so smart. Everything that goes on in this movie with Ra's al Ghul, you got all of the setup with him and Rachel, everything that happens in The Dark Knight that has emotional stakes, you don't get without Batman Begins. Like, it is still great, but you don't get it. You get Scarecrow, you get 2 great Batman villains in this movie, done so well. Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul is amazing. Cillian Murphy as Scarecrow, also amazing. It is a great movie, and you get a mob element too inside of it. There's the mob story inside. And
it's also the most comic booky.
Sure.
Because
Again, why is that a bad thing?
I don't think it is, but Dark Knight isn't comic booky at all. It is dark.
Okay, again, I'll argue this point too. I think The Dark Knight, you get punchy one-liners in The Dark Knight that you don't get in any other
But
Batman
what I'm talking
movie.
about with comic booky though is like there's like a supernatural element to Batman Begins that just is not there in The Dark Knight. Ra's al Ghul is like, he's like dead and then he comes back. And that's always kind of, which is the Lazarus pit, right? Mm-hmm. So that is a thing, and I'll give him that. But that supernatural element does not exist in either of the next 2 movies.
What are you talking about? Liam Neeson, Ra's al Ghul comes back in The Dark Knight Rises.
In The Dark Knight Rises, which I don't love The Dark Knight
You
Rises
just said he
either.
doesn't come back in the next two movies. Or that element doesn't. It totally does.
Ra's al Ghul comes back in The Dark Knight Rises?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
No,
He shows up.
in a dream. It's his
I
daughter.
don't think that counts.
It's the daughter of Ra's al Ghul.
That's a huge reveal. That doesn't happen if it's not like a supernatural
Like,
element.
I agree with you, but if we're only
So we're docking points because the next
Listen.
movie doesn't do?
No, we're docking points because the next movie's so much better.
I
and
don't
it
think it's
doesn't have the
that
same-
much better.
I
It
love
is both,
it
they're
is
both
that much better.
great
I
movies.
love that The Batman Begins is probably going to be the longest, the
Because
longest
it's so
segment
good,
of the movie.
and I'll concede if we don't agree. If you're saying B, you're saying A. What are you saying?
A. I give it A.
I'm saying S. So we can meet in the middle.
I think The Batman is a better movie.
Let me
the
get
Batman is not a better.
Let
movie.
It
me-
is a better movie.
Let me
No,
get my
it's not.
thoughts out there.
Go
All
ahead,
right.
Go ahead.
I just think the movie's boring for the first half.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
dude.
Like, the
Dude,
movie just
scene-
drags.
Oh my gosh, you're so
Oh,
wrong.
man.
You're so wrong. You misplaced your footing for a killing stroke. Falls through the ice. That's awesome, dude.
Like-
every training bit with the flower is so good.
Let him cook. Let him
It's
cook.
like it's got parts. Sure, it's like we can say that one part where he's like the killing blow and then breaks the ice and he falls through it. It's like that's a great scene.
I can't
and it's like,
believe you're
not
saying this.
you're not wrong there. And then it's like seeing that Rachel and Bruce have been friends since childhood, and that blossoms their relationship. It's like,
You're wrong. You're wrong. All of the good stuff that comes into The Dark Knight is in this movie.
He's correct, folks.
My thoughts on Batman Begins are that it only serves a purpose to make The Dark Knight better.
No. I'm getting more passionate right now thinking about it.
Here's the bottom line, Oz. Is I think it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. Everything you're saying.
It's not a good- it's a great movie.
Hey, let me talk. So it's a good movie. Here's the issue that we run into is that if I were to walk into like my living room and it was playing on the TV, I would not stop and watch it. The Dark Knight.
That says more about
absol-
you
hang on,
than it
hang on,
does
hang on.
the movie.
Dark Knight, I absolutely would stop what I'm doing, sit down, and probably watch the rest of that movie. That's what separates this from being an A and an S. And I think it's an A.
Also, I just want to say, let's not bring up the Batman in comparisons because this is going to turn into a bloodbath. Okay.
I know you want the Batman.
I'm the Batman glazer, okay? But this isn't about the Batman. This isn't about Matt Reeves. This is about Christopher Nolan.
Okay, so it's going an A.
Can we agree on A?
Okay, we'll put it in A, but I will say in the beginning of the movie, you get Thomas and Bruce Wayne talking to each other, and you get the quote, "Why do we fall?" So we can learn how to pick
So we
ourselves.
can chief that
so we can chief that strong.
Sure, that scene is there, but it hits so much better when Alfred says it.
I agree.
Sure,
I
but
agree.
it's set up and payoff.
And that comes up at the end.
All right, I'm
If we
conceding to
remove
A.
the
I'm
first
conceding
hour of
to
the
A.
movie-
B is ludicrous.
Okay, next we have Dark Knight. Obvious S tier. I mean, it
yeah.
defined superhero movies for that entire like 10-year period, like
Yes.
2010 to 2020. That
For
was,
better
like,
or for worse.
What set the bar for superhero movies? I don't think anything topped it until Endgame. I don't think anything came close to it. Maybe Winter Soldier and Civil War,
Okay.
but I don't even think they clear that bar.
I think everybody who claims that The Dark Knight isn't the greatest superhero movie ever made hasn't watched The Dark Knight recent enough.
I agree.
Because I go, you think it's the best comic book movie ever made? I go, any other movie that isn't The Dark Knight? I go, watch The Dark Knight again and
Yeah.
tell me that again to my face.
I
Tell
agree.
me The Dark Knight isn't the best.
I mean, like, obviously I have bias towards Spider-Man because I love Spidey, and I think Spider-Man 2 and No Way Home are incredible movies, but even then I have to concede that I think Dark Knight is better.
Once we get through Batman Begins and The Dark Knight actually picks up, I can
no,
stand
you're
on the same
wrong.
level
So,
as you.
I would even go as far to say this is S+. I think this is darn near a perfect movie.
I think it's a good take on the Batman as a character. It's one that we
Best Joker.
Yes. Oh, by far. Heath Ledger as the
There's
Joker.
nothing really we can add that hasn't been said
Sure.
a billion times
So we could
already
just
about
we
this
could
movie.
just go. I agree. Okay, let's do Dark Knight Rises. So obviously the weakest of the three. I think we all agree on that. I don't think it's like a bad movie, but it's definitely nowhere near Dark Knight. and I still think it's not as good as Batman Begins.
Yeah, I can get behind B. I'd go low A maybe.
It's a good time.
There's been this weird resurgence of hate towards The Dark Knight Rises that I don't understand, where it's like, oh, The Dark Knight Rises isn't a great movie. It is a great movie.
I don't get that one.
Huh?
I don't get the hate.
I don't either. I think I disagree with the hate. I think it's a good movie.
I mean,
It's the best Bane we've ever gotten, but he's great.
well, we've had two Banes. We've had like the really comic booky Bane.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Who's just,
Yeah. So that's a low bar, but
I'd say my hot take is I would rather watch The Dark Knight Rises over Batman Begins.
whoa, that's wild.
If you're saying The Batman Begins is too slow, for you, The Dark Knight Rises is like a 3-hour-long movie, and it feels
I get
like
more
3
Batman
hours
in The Dark Knight Rises.
No, you don't.
What?
You get no Batman in The
You get
Dark
a
Knight
lot of
Rises.
Bruce Wayne in Dark Knight Rises.
It is, I would say, 75%.
That's
Bruce
way more
Wayne.
Bruce
Am
Wayne
I
than
thinking
Batman.
the same movie?
I don't think so. That
Bro,
is definitely
he's
way
Batman
more Bruce Wayne.
for like, what, like 10 minutes before Bane breaks his back?
Yep.
And then he's like,
And, like,
in,
Dope fighting scene, by the way.
And like before that, he's a hermit. Basically.
he's like incognito Batman.
Yeah.
He's not Batman.
No.
He's Batman for a scene.
Yeah.
And then he gets his ass kicked, and then he's in a cave for the rest of the movie. And then he comes back as Batman in the last 30 minutes, but the last 2.5 hours is Bruce Wayne.
It's definitely more of a Bruce Wayne movie.
I value both of your guys' opinions and takes, but if similar analogy to what you were saying, if I was walking by the TV and Batman Begins was playing, I wouldn't sit down to watch it. If The Dark Knight Rises
I
was
don't
playing,
understand
I'd
this
sit down
metric.
to watch it.
I don't understand this metric of walking by a movie and deciding you're going to sit down and watch it. Dumb to me. That's a dumb metric.
It's just one that grabs my attention more than Batman Begins.
Fine.
I think
Fine.
that's a great.
We'll put it in
metric.
A. Is that where it's going? B?
B.
Yeah, I'm okay with B.
Okay, going in.
I'm not going to
move on. I'm done getting pissed off about Batman.
All right, Inception. Let's go Inception.
Inception's S tier.
It's a great movie.
I love Inception. It's so good.
But okay, here's the issue with Inception is each of the two like trippy sci-fi movies he's done since gave him too big of a head, and the other two drive me nuts. So Inception's incredible. Interstellar, like he's trying to be
We're
smart.
not. Hey, easy. We're talking about Inception.
Okay, but I'm just saying it sets the stage for those two movies, and I can't stand that because I think those could have been great movies, and he got too big of a head because of Inception.
I'm not knocking points.
No, I'm not. I'm not either. So actually, I'll save that rant for the Interstellar portion. Inception's great. Every actor in that movie does great.
Yep. It changed music in movies forever.
For worse, in my opinion.
For better or worse, it definitely changed music forever. It's still one of the best sci-fi stories ever told. I think
The only one that beats it is Arrival. I think Arrival's incredible.
I think that's an S tier movie.
I agree.
I've seen it once. I don't feel like I've seen it as many times as you guys to have such a based opinion like you guys. I'm not gonna say a C tier. It wasn't a boring watch. I think it was really interesting, especially like the dream inside of a dream inside of a dream inside of a dream to try and figure out what was actually happening, and then how the ending was kind of like, was it a dream? Was it real? I like those movies that kind of end on a thought and then leave it up to personal interpretation.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with you guys. I think it was a good movie, S tier.
Going back to my metric of if it was on in the living room, I would stop and watch it.
I'm done with this metric. I'm not. Moving on.
It's going to S tier. Okay,
All right.
Interstellar. I cannot stand Interstellar. And I think it's because people hype it up so much that it's kind of tainted my view of Interstellar. But even coming out of the theater, I was like, it just wasn't Inception. And I guess that's my own problem and my own fault. But I never loved Interstellar. I think it was trying to be smarter than it actually needed to be. And it took itself too seriously. And then its main message is that love defies quantum physics.
The idea that love is quantifiable.
Yeah, just like it just drove me nuts. I just think the movie is trying to be really smart. Schmarmy, is that the right word?
Yeah, Hayden, don't defend this movie. This movie sucks.
If he's allowed to have a take like that after I just had a take about the Batman Begins, I think that's fair.
Internally, I want to give this a C, but I think I'm going to give it a B just because I think that's fair.
I haven't seen it, so
You haven't seen Interstellar?
no, I've
Bro,
seen
you
bits and
should not
pieces.
be a part of this too. You've just seen Batman movies. That's all this is.
Yeah, I'm the basic Christopher Nolan fan.
Bro, even the basic Christopher Nolan fan has seen Interstellar.
Yeah, most like start with Interstellar.
Okay, since you haven't seen it, we're putting it in C tier because I think that's where it belongs.
Six.
All right,
Let's
Baze.
do it.
Can I introduce the next one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Dunkirk. Honestly, and I'm willing to be brought down because I want to hear your guys' thoughts. I've seen it a couple times. I think it's a high B.
I think it's a
I would
great
give it.
movie.
I would
Like
give it
high B,
higher
low
than
A.
B.
I'd go A.
Yeah, I would go A.
I really like just how there's 3 different things going on and it synchronizes towards the end.
so cool.
And I remember sitting through that for the first time in theaters and like, whoa! Like they're all interconnected like that. And I was like, that is dope. It was also the first time Harry Styles was ever in a movie and it was a big part of the marketing.
Surprisingly really well.
I didn't hate him.
Yeah.
And I don't like One Direction. I don't. I hate One Direction. And it's like the fact that Harry Styles just, he's the same guy that said watermelon sugar. Sorry guys, we love One Direction.
go.
We
Yeah.
are One Direction
Harry
glazers.
Styles was
We
so
approve.
good in
Yes.
the movie.
That.
Yes.
Honestly, I would put it in S just for Harry Styles. He kills it. Can
Harry
I
Styles.
give my 2 cents on Dunkirk?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Dunkirk is like, especially when you put in like Darkest Hour, which I love Darkest Hour. I think Darkest Hour is like one of the best period
Darkest
pieces
Hour's
ever
underrated.
made.
It's
I
very
agree,
underrated.
dude. Gary
You seen
Oldman
that
in
one?
that slaps. Anyway, when you put that into the context of Dunkirk, like you have that. This movie is so good, and it exemplifies the British in World War II going into it. They really were like this lone power in the west portion of Europe, like standing alone against the Germans that are invading every single country around them. And they are the only people that are like standing up to them at that point. And how scary that must have been for them, and just the hope that this movie brings. It's on top of that, the whole synchronization thing. This movie's incredible. I give it an A. I love it.
A tier.
What's
All right,
next?
Next we have Tenet.
S tier.
Oh my
Done.
God.
I'm a Tenet defender.
All right, let me defend my point, and you know what? Maybe S tier is just a.
It's a movie. It's a movie that when you put it backwards, it goes forward and it goes backward.
All right, so I do.
And that's a movie. You have it backward and forward.
So it's called time inversion.
This is my entire problem with Christopher Nolan. He thinks he's way smarter than he is. Everybody knows about palindromes. It's not a new concept. It's not that cool. Race car. Like, race car is a palindrome, okay?
I think Jay thinks I'm a lot like bigger brain than I'm trying to come across. I'm not.
We just like the movie.
So for me, it's much more emotional and based on the times. Tenet came out during a time when movies were delayed indefinitely because of COVID, and this was one of the few movies we got to see in theaters at the time. Like, movie theaters were shut down left and right because of COVID, and this was one of the ones I distinctly remember going and seeing in theaters because I didn't want movie theaters to die. I think it's just a one of those thought-provoking movies that makes you think, like the ending of Inception. I like those movies that make you think. I'm not saying I'm smarter than you because I understand time inversion.
I don't think you are smarter
I
than me
think
because
Jay
of that.
didn't get.
That's not the issue. The issue is that people glaze this movie so hard, and it's a middle-of-the-road movie.
Any movie that is bold enough to give the main character the name the protagonist is insane.
Is obnoxious.
And they pulled it off. And might I just add, this is another movie that Robert Pattinson can add to his catalog, proving that he has such a great range.
Yeah.
For years, I viewed him as the shiny, sparkly boy from Twilight, and I hated his guts. The only movie I would give him a pass for was Harry Potter 4, The Goblet of Fire.
Okay.
I loved him as Cedric Diggory.
Yeah.
Cedric Diggory. And
Yeah.
then the scene when he dies and his dad is like, my boy!
Take it easy.
Like everybody's like celebrating and his like son's just dead.
Yeah.
Like, that scene
in
is
the background.
yeah.
It's like, my boy.
How did we get here?
Sorry. I really like Robert Pattinson in the movie, and then it's Denzel Washington's son, right?
We can put it in B.
B is too low.
B.
I can get behind B.
B?
Yeah.
Can we do high B?
Yeah, you
sure.
can put a
If that
high
makes you
B.
feel better about
It
it.
makes me feel better.
Okay, we're putting it in B. And then now we're moving on to Oppenheimer. I liked it. I think it's a great movie. It's a great period piece. It does a great job at capturing the spirit of the time, the scientists' thoughts behind the nuclear weapons.
We had the awesome opportunity to view this on 70 millimeter
Forgot
film.
about that. Yeah, that was cool.
Our movie, what, there were only 27 of them?
There's only 13, I think.
13?
Can I just say also, I don't think it like added anything to it, but it was cool that we got to do it. Yeah.
We can wear that badge of honor that we got to see something super exclusive. You could definitely see the bits of grainy parts and stuff. And we had good seats in IMAX. I've seen pictures of people down below, and it's like, Cillian Murphy has like a freaking Thanos chin.
No, I think the Los Alamos.
Yep.
Los Alamos they did a great job with all of the scientists, the communist scare, everything about it. Robert Downey Jr. I knew it was Robert Downey Jr. and it was hard for me to like.
Won a damn Oscar.
He deserves that. Like, it was hard for me to like wrap my head around that. That was Robert Downey Jr. Like, I knew it was, but I had to keep like, that's Robert Downey Jr. That's crazy. He did great. Cillian Murphy did great. Florence Pugh did great.
Is it Ben Safdie?
Yeah.
Don't forget about Ben Safdie.
Who was that?
He played one of the doctors.
Ben Safdie did great. Let's see.
Shout out to the Safdie bros.
Shout out Ben and Josh Safdie.
When is the ping pong movie coming out?
Good Time is a 10 out of 10. Everybody watch Good Time, an S+.
I give Oppenheimer like an A. A high A.
Hey, yeah, I agree with
Do
that.
you have any thoughts you want to share?
Nothing that you guys haven't already said. I think Oppenheimer was really good. I wasn't expecting the last hour of that movie to be like a courtroom drama, but when it was, I was like, I'm on board with this.
It was
I like
kind of
this.
cool. Yeah, it definitely subverted expectations. I thought the climax was going to be the nuclear bomb going off.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I don't really have anything else.
I think one of the awesome scenes was actually seeing the bomb drop.
That was cool.
Once again, I'm going to say witnessing it in IMAX and just seeing it in person like that. My skin was peeling. I went blind. No, no, we weren't actually there. But
There is this sense of dread that it gives you.
I am become death, destroyer of worlds is a quote that Dr. Oppenheimer gave, and it has so much more staying power when you...
He's quoting something else, but go ahead.
Okay, well, we're going to give him that quote. The father of the atomic bomb.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I didn't know much about Oppenheimer going into it, and I'm a history buff, and it was awesome just witnessing this guy's life and actually fact-checking it and seeing what actually happened. I'd say, you know, we're pretty far into this list. I don't think this is a hot take. I think I'm pretty based with this one. I think Christopher Nolan as a director does a good job with suspense.
Yeah. I think
Making me care about something.
I think that's one of his best qualities, for sure.
Like the lead up to that bomb drop,
It's incredible.
it's a similar feeling I had in Dunkirk when all of the times were synchronizing. It's a similar feeling I had in Batman Begins when the freaking subway cart or the train was heading towards the main water supply. And it's the same feeling I have in The Dark Knight between the two boats when they're like about to blow each other up. Are they going to do it? Are they not going to do it? The Dark Knight Rises with the nuclear core that was going to go off.
I didn't even remember that. So that just goes to show you, again, Dark Knight Rises is a B tier movie.
Yep. Oh, no.
Okay, last one. We're giving that an A? It's going in the A?
High.
Okay, that's an A. Last movie. We know you guys haven't seen it yet. But I think we are all in agreement.
It's going in S tier.
Going in S
We're
tier.
not
We're going against the NDA.
We're not saying we've seen it. We're not saying we haven't
yeah,
seen
you're right.
it.
Some would say it's kind of odd, you see.
That's so good, dude.
What do
So
you guys
good,
think?
dude.
Let us know your thoughts on Christopher Nolan. What did we get wrong with this list?
Wait, we didn't rank Odyssey yet.
No, that's the bit. We're not going to go into detail. We're
Oh.
just gonna
We've seen it. We've seen it.
say, we've seen Odyssey.
We won't tell you anymore.
What I can say is the romance scene between the main character and his concubine was a little on the nose, but I can't go deeper into it.
I will say, Google what peg boys are before you go into this movie.
They're not Spartans.
I'm saying Google what peg boys are.
Spartans.
They're a big part of this movie.
I think the scene where Tom Holland comes swinging in on his web was a little on the nose.
I don't think Dave knows what a peg boy is.
So, Peg Boys.
No, not right now. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think. If you disagree with any of our placements, if you do agree with any of our placements, also comment why you think Dave and Oz are wrong about Tenet. I would appreciate some backup on that one.
And I need backup on Batman Begins, because Batman Begins is a great movie. Explain to these two clowns why Batman Begins is on the same level as The Dark Knight.
Also, let us know how much credibility we lost from saying that Interstellar is a B-tier movie. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.